Hi everyone, welcome. It's Bailey here from baileyfrumen.com. I help ambitious women to really step into discovering their purpose, mastering their mindset, and feeling confident in their leadership. So I really want to thank you guys so much for being here today with me. I know that time is something that we can't get back, so I'm going to make sure that our time together today is fun and actionable. We're going to be focusing on strategy and planning for 2016. And we're really going to be focusing on having your best year yet, not letting that old stuff that wasn't serving you continue to stop you as you step into a brand new year. So as I mentioned, in our time together, I want you to be able to use what I'll be sharing with you today immediately. So that's going to mean that we'll be spending about maybe 20, 30, even 40 minutes tops, so that you can hop off of our call and really start to move your plans. I'm also going to have a great surprise for you at the end of our call. So that's also exciting. So for today's webinar, this is what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on how to stop getting in your own way, right? So really discover what's been holding you back. It's important. We're also going to look at how to really create a calendar so that you know what you're doing way ahead of time instead of feeling like you are just running around putting out fires, right? We've all been there. And then finally, we're really going to talk about learning to achieve our goals without feeling like we're stuck on a treadmill. And even more than that, celebrate those goals, because so often we'll accomplish something and there's no high five, there's no toasting of the champagne glasses. We're moving right on to the next thing because that's how you roll when you're putting out fires. So a little bit of housekeeping. So I'm going to be splitting this up into two parts. We're going to be kind of talking one-on-one right now, and then I'm going to be shifting into a screen share so that I can share with you my PowerPoint as well as some great worksheets and tools for you for today. So in terms of housekeeping, I'm going to be spilling the beans on a lot of great tips to really help you create a powerful strategy and plan for your new year. So I really want you to be able to take this time to raise your awareness so you can get past your obstacles and your blocks that have been holding you back in the past. So I recommend that you dig up a pen and paper, your journal, open Evernote, or really jot down whatever resonates for you. So on today's Lunch and Learn webinar, we're going to be focusing on our content with just a little brief introduction about me to start. So to share a little bit about me, as I said before, I'm Bailey Frumen. I'm a transformational life coach, and I help ambitious women to really discover their purpose and achieve their goals. It also means that to be me is to be a new mama to little Phoebe. So I've been, even in this last 10 months, really recalibrating what work-life balance means to me. Something else about me is that I'm a big-time traveler. So I've been to nearly 30 countries and counting. In fact, we're headed back to Puerto Rico on Sunday, barring any crazy weather on the East Coast. And I'll be headed back to Puerto Rico so that I can host my Creating Clarity event for the third year in a row. So it's a nice little celebration for us. I have a background as a licensed psychotherapist. I've been a therapist for more than 10 years. And it really uniquely positions me to be able to help my clients to master their mindset, kick fear to the curb, and really boost their confidence. So in the last 3 years, I've gone from working 60, 70, even 80-hour weeks, and I know that was a rough one, and really feeling overwhelmed, unsure of what I wanted in life, to having a business and life that lights me up and amazing clients that I love. So for today, for our training, I'm going to shift into our screen share. This is the first time I've ever done this, so just bear with me for a moment. Usually it's just me talking and talking. So, okay, I'm over here on Google. Google says screen share, desktop. So start screen share. Here we go. All right. So here we are. Strategy and Planning 2016. So I'm going to be talking to you today about creating your best year yet. As ambitious women, we try to do it all, be it all the time. We're left stressed out, overwhelmed, feeling uncertain of what we want to do next. We really get stuck in this vicious cycle of just pushing through and not really enjoying our lives. So I created this workshop as a response to my clients being ready to make a change and needing a way to get clear about implementing those changes into their life in a very effective way. So the things I'm going to be sharing with you today, I've really only ever shared with my one-on-one clients. So we've got some really good, juicy tools that you could put into your toolbox today. And again, like I said, short and actionable because, well, we're all limited for time and we need rubber to meet the road. So if you're ready to make a change, this workshop is really for you. So our tools for today. We're going to be breaking things into 3 parts. First, discovering what's holding you back. Second, we're going to be planning ahead, so really deciding what you want your year to look like. And third, I'm going to introduce you to kind of the mind maps. So helping you to figure out what needs to be done so that you can accomplish your goals. As I mentioned before, I'm also going to be giving you worksheets and tools that I use. So now is a great time to bust out your journal, your notebook, and just take notes. Listen in. I will email you the recording of today's event, and the recording will be live through Friday. But I just want to at least let you know that now is a time for introspection. You made the time to be on this call, so why not take the time for you and to get clear about what you want. So first, I really want to talk to you about the blocks and obstacles. As my clients have heard me say a million times before, these blocks and obstacles, that's what's in the basement. It's our stuff that holds us back. Oftentimes it's our mindset. It's about what we think is possible. But if we start by talking about what's getting in our way, if we don't address our blocks and obstacles, even the patterns that continue to repeat themselves, despite the fact that they hold you back from having a business and life that you want, right? So we're going to start by identifying those goals. So I want you to get out your pen and paper and ask yourself, what's not working? So write down 3 things, top of mind. You can number them if you want. They don't have to be in any certain order. But write down 3 things that keep showing up and feeling like a big boulder in the middle of the road for you. So for example, if you're feeling uncertain about what to do and then not doing anything at all, I often call this like the bus stop syndrome, right? We're just not choosing a bus. We're not making any moves forward because we're just not sure what to do. Or another example of a block and obstacle would be that we're scared to share our voice. So we have a unique talent, a unique ability. We're an expert, but we feel uncertain about sharing our voice, sharing our knowledge. And sometimes we even think like, who am I to share? Who am I to teach? So next, I really want you to close your eyes. So just indulge me, right? We're here together today. Close your eyes and think about, what would life look like if I continue to ignore the way that I have been feeling? What would life look like if I don't make any changes? So I want you to think about how long you've been feeling the way that you do. Because what we're going to do is we're going to use this increased awareness as a guide as we step into creating your year. Because it's important to know that it's important to know what you want to change in order to change it. So increased awareness equals big change. It's powerful. Right? So think about it. Increased awareness equals big change. In order to change, we need to know what needs to change. So the next thing we're going to look at is planning ahead, right? So in planning ahead, we want to begin to think, what kind of year do I want to have, right? It's time to really focus on what you want, what you deserve. So what I want you to think about is, our focus when we talk about planning ahead is going to be to stop running around to put out the fires, right? Instead, we want to create a year that's going to have us toasting our champagne glasses on December 31st because we rocked it. 2016 was awesome. So I want you to think about it and write it down in your journal. What kind of year do you want? What do you want to be celebrating at the end of the year? Just write down whatever pops up for you. There's no right or wrong answers. It's you, your unique desires. Even think about like what has been lingering on your list that would feel like a real win, like a high five, awesome, real win. So one of the tools I'm going to introduce to you today is our annual milestones planner. So this is something that I haven't shared with anyone other than my one-on-one clients, but I'm bringing this tool to you today because it's pretty simple, but it's also pretty delicious, right? So as you can see, I've included a quote from author and modern-day philosopher, the fabulous Danielle Laporte. Life is full of opportunities to feel exactly the way you want to feel. And it's true. So we're going to use our annual milestones planner to look at the year ahead without feeling the overwhelm of looking at one of those, 365 boxes on our traditional calendars and planners. So just take a look. I've split it up into quarters, really, right? It's a little scheduling hack. In order to accomplish our big end of the year, like hell yes celebration goals, we need to work backward and kind of talk about quarters. Think about like, what do you want to accomplish in the next 90 days, right? Even if you start to think about quarter two, so April, May, June. What about the summer, quarter three? Or even the end of the year, that quarter four, October through December. So think about it. If you wanted to, so here's an example. So if you wanted to launch your business or host like a special event by the end of the year, what do you need to do? What do you need to plan in quarters 1, 2, and 3 in order to make it happen without feeling overwhelmed, right? So as I said, I'm going to be sending over this annual milestones planner to you as a bonus for being on the call today. But think about it. Take the stress out of the 365 boxes and just look at the year ahead. What do you want to accomplish in the year ahead? So now I really want to talk about what is it going to take to make it happen. So this is about mind maps, right? I love mind maps. It's where the rubber meets the road, and it is, right? Because we started, the first part of our work today was about obstacles. Coming to an increased awareness on the obstacles that hold us back. The second was planning ahead. So instead of running around putting out fires, we're going to plan ahead. So look at things in advance. And then this third part, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is the action, right? Because we could plan all we want, but if we don't have action to back it up, we're just going to be sitting at the bus stop. So I want to use a mind map technique to really flesh things out a bit. So here's our intention. When we know what we want to accomplish, then we can figure out what needs to get done in order to achieve our goals. That's pretty powerful. We're going to let that one sink in a little bit. So when we know what we want to accomplish, then we can figure out what we need to get done in order to achieve our goals. I love mind maps for this. So I'm going to share with you a couple examples of mind maps. So here's one. So let's say we wanted to host a webinar like we are today. We need to pick a date. We need to create content. We need to design our landing page. We need to organize our webinar host. We need to promote on Facebook. We need to share to our list. We need to recruit affiliates to share, or even, send some personal emails and messages. Of course, each one of these activities is unique to you because you are unique, your desires are unique, the year you want to create is unique. But nonetheless, in order to accomplish the goal of hosting a webinar, there's a lot of pieces that go into it. And if we don't think about those pieces in advance, that's our planning ahead, then it's hard to toast those champagne glasses and actually accomplish that goal. Okay, so here's another one. So what if our big goal was to take a month to travel? As I shared with you, I'm a huge traveler. I love it. We just applied for Phoebe's passport just this week. So we're hoping to head over to Europe again in the spring. But if you want to take a month to travel, there are some things that you have to consider. So where do we want to travel? When do we want to travel? Do we have the financial resources to travel? Or could we budget up to save for our travel? Who's going to be traveling? Will it be an adventure, a vacation, a retreat event? Are you going to work remotely while you travel? Or are you going to need to take a sabbatical or even travel in between finishing one job and then starting another? Then there's other logistics to consider, right? Booking flights, accommodations, car, getting a passport if need be. But nonetheless, all of these elements contribute to accomplishing our goal and truly creating a life that you love. So again, I just threw out two examples to you guys, things that are kind of eminent in my mind, of course. But the truth is that whatever your goal is, there are all the pieces that are supporting that goal as well. So I want you to close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself at the end of 2016. What do you want to celebrate having accomplished? What goals do you want to be proud of achieving? How do you plan to reach those goals? What's the plan? Given the right tools, there isn't anything that you can't do. So I really want to help you to figure out what you want to do and really to figure it out so that you can stop being held back by the same things every year. Stop feeling stuck, stop feeling overwhelmed, stop feeling uncertain. So usually on my webinars, I don't really share any offers, just, sharing information. But this month, I received a bunch of emails from clients asking me to help them kick off their year and get super clear about achieving their goals. So in response to this big demand, I created a one-on-one mini coaching package to help you have the best year yet. So in this mini coaching package, we're going to start with a 2-hour one-on-one deep dive. This is where we're going to get super clear about what's been holding you back and create a strategy map to achieve your goals. Next, we'll schedule out 4 one-hour sessions to help you put your plans into action by implementing the tools that will help you to make those goals achievable. So this mini coaching package, it's also going to include email support, because we do. With any good coach, you always get those aha or the WTF moments, right? That's part of being a person. So we're going to include email support. I'm also including customized tools and worksheets that are really going to help you to stay on track. And an invitation to our private Facebook group filled with ambitious and driven women just like you. So this mini coaching package, it isn't something that you can find on my website. As I mentioned, I created it specifically for today and to really help you to kick off the year in a very powerful way. So my coaching practice is pretty full, and therefore, in order to achieve my work-life balance, I'm only going to be offering 5 spots for this mini one-on-one coaching package. So we'll start with we'll start with the 2-hour one-on-one deep dive. Then we'll schedule 4 one-hour coaching sessions to keep you on track and really speeding toward achieving your goals. It includes email support, tools, worksheets, and a special invitation to our private Facebook group. Since this offer is limited, I really wanted to offer you a special price to help you say yes to having the best year yet. I'm offering this mini coaching package for $1,200 or 2 payments of $697. So as I mentioned, you're not going to be able to find this special planning and strategy mini coaching package on my website because I'm only offering it on the webinar, and I'm only going to be offering it to 5 clients. If this is something that speaks to you, I'm going to be leaving the special offer open only for the next 24 hours. So as I mentioned before, I'm going to be leaving the webinar up till Friday. But the 5 spots are going to be on a first come, first serve basis. So if you are interested, I'm going to send you over a link in the email that is going to have today's replay. It will also have the bonus tool for our workshop today, so the annual milestones planner. And it will also include a link to claim your spot for my mini coaching package. So you can secure the special pricing, and the special pricing and the whole package itself, it's going to end in 24 hours or sooner because the spots will be on a first come, first serve basis. And this has been one of my biggest attended events yet. So this is pretty awesome. So I'm going to thank you guys again for joining me for our planning and strategy webinar today. And don't forget, the most important thing is for you to know that you're not alone. If you are ready and you're committed to making a change in your life, you can have the best year yet, and I can certainly show you how. So again, thank you so much for joining me. And again, I really, really hope that you take the opportunity to print out the annual milestones sheet and really look at your year ahead, because that's the most important part. We need to plan, and then we need to have rubber meet the road. Have a great day. Bye-bye.